You're looking to find the best deal possible on iPhone 13, and I'm here to help. I compared all of the trade-in values and promotions from the major carriers to find you the best deal possible. I did this for Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile for both new customers and existing customers. I even included some great financing options for those of you who are on prepaid plans. And I think I found one deal that's better than them all. This video will literally save you hundreds of dollars on iPhone 13, so let's get into it. When you go to upgrade to iPhone 13, your first priority is getting the most money possible for your old phone. You have 4 options here. You can sell it online, trade it in for cash, do a carrier trade-in deal, or give it to a friend or family member. The first 3 will give you the most money for your old device, so let's start with the first 2. Selling it online or trading it in for cash. To find you the best deal on your device, I looked at current trade-in and resale values for the iPhone SE 2020 up to the new iPhone 12 Pro Max. And as you can tell, Declutter and Gazelle continue to offer you the worst value. Don't go with those. But the other options, Apple, OC Buyback, and Swappa, are actually decent. Apple is probably the most convenient. You can make the trade-in at your local Apple store or via a mail-in box, and you get the credit applied to the same credit or debit card that you use to make your purchase. The 2 downsides to Apple are: 1, if you're not making a purchase at the same time, then you're only getting an Apple Store gift card as credit. And number 2, the trade-in values are the same regardless of what storage capacity iPhone you have. So if you shelled out big bucks for a top-tier storage configuration, then you're losing money here. Thankfully, OC Buyback is another great option. They'll give you about 4% to 13% more for your old iPhone than Apple will, and they'll also pay more for higher storage models. Plus, you're getting paid in cash via Cash App or PayPal, so you can use the money anywhere. If you want the absolute most for your old device, then you'll probably want to sell on Swappa, Facebook Marketplace, or eBay. Taking the time to snap a few photos and make a listing will earn you up to an extra 22% more cash for your old device compared to Apple. But if you really want to maximize the value of your old phone, then you may want to consider option 3, trading it into a carrier. The carriers are offering aggressive trade-in deals for the iPhone 13 series of phones, and the trade-in deals do change based on what iPhone 13 model you're getting, so pay attention. For iPhone 13 mini, AT&T offers the most for older devices at $350. Then AT&T and Verizon tie by offering $700 for the iPhone 10 or newer, which is enough to get yourself a free iPhone 13 mini. And T-Mobile is doing 2 deals here. The way the deals work is you trade in your iPhone to Apple and get Apple's standard trade-in credit. We covered that earlier. Then T-Mobile will give you an additional credit depending on what plan you're on. Magenta Max customers or people who switch to Magenta Max will get $500 of extra credit, while customers on Magenta, Essentials, T-Mobile One, or Legacy Sprint plans will get $200 of credit. This move is clearly to get people to switch to Magenta Max for the extra credit. Here's a quick cheat sheet with those prices for all iPhone 13 models. Feel free to pause the video or take a screenshot. For the regular iPhone 13, AT&T and T-Mobile keep the same trade-in values, while Verizon ups the ante. They increase the trade-in value to $800 for an iPhone 10 or newer, which means you can get an iPhone 13 for free from Verizon. But AT&T turns the tables for iPhone 13 Pro. They'll give you a free iPhone 13 Pro thanks to $1,000 of trade-in credit with an iPhone XS Max or newer. The rest of the deals are the same here, except T-Mobile adds a third promotion available through them directly. This promo gives Magenta Max customers $400 for the iPhone 7 or newer, $800 for the iPhone 10 or newer, and $1,000 for the Pro model iPhones. Interestingly, I didn't see this trade-in deal available for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Instead, just the previous offers are available here, and Verizon and AT&T's promos remain the same. And here is everything we just covered, all broken out for you in a chart format with a bigger font. Hopefully it's easier to read, and feel free to take a screenshot of these. We've got iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Pro, and iPhone 13 Pro Max. But wait, are these deals actually worth it? or are they a trap? Verizon and AT&T's deals lock you into 24, 30, or even 36-month financing agreements, and T-Mobile's deal requires their most expensive $85 per month Magenta Max plan. I've already seen people on Reddit saying their bill would jump up $68 per month or $816 per year if they were to switch from T-Mobile One to Magenta Max for this deal, which makes it not worth it at all. But for some people, these deals are worth it. So to help you decide, I did a full cost breakdown of exactly what you'd pay over the 24, 30, or 36-month financing agreements. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about the one deal that I think is the secret best deal of them all, and that is Apple Card monthly financing. You see, with Apple Card monthly financing, you get to trade in your phone to Apple, you get 0% interest on 24 monthly payments, you get 3% cash back, and you get an unlocked iPhone. An unlocked iPhone means you can use it on any carrier or plan you want, such as more affordable plans that could save you a surprising amount of money. How much money exactly? Well, now let's take a look at that full cost breakdown. We've got Apple Card monthly financing with an Apple trade-in value here, Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T. I used an iPhone 11 here as our trade-in device and said we were upgrading to the iPhone 13 base model. I also made the duration 36 months for all plans to better compare them because AT&T's agreement is over 36 months. And as you can see, going with Apple Card financing and a low-cost cell phone plan saves you over $1,200 compared to the cheapest postpaid option. And that cheapest postpaid option was AT&T. So despite T-Mobile offering more credit, both AT&T and Verizon ended up being lower cost options here. But what if these plans were over a period of just 24 months, which is true for Verizon, T-Mobile, and the Apple Card financing? I calculated that for you too. The savings gap closes, but Apple Card financing still saves you $720 compared to the other options. And Verizon and AT&T are still cheaper than T-Mobile. In fact, the only way for T-Mobile to be cheaper here is if you trade in a device valued over $950. That would include the iPhone 11 Pro, Pro Max, 12, 12 Pro, or 12 Pro Max. But what about for families? You guessed it, I calculated those costs for you too. Check it out. For the same 36-month period, going with Apple Card financing and a prepaid plan saves a family of four over $1,000 compared to the cheapest postpaid plan. And AT&T is still the cheapest option here, saving you about $340 to $520 compared to T-Mobile or Verizon. But the gaps between the plans shrink a lot when we look at them over a period of 24 months. In fact, this is the first time where the postpaid plans are cheaper than the prepaid option with Apple Card financing. In this case, AT&T is the cheapest, but because this option doesn't actually exist, I'm giving the win to Verizon here. They're $140 cheaper than T-Mobile, and you save even more money compared to Apple Card financing. Still, Apple Card financing with a prepaid cell phone plan is the cheaper option 4 out of 5 times. So for the truly best deal, you may want to check out cell phone plans from Mint Mobile, Red Pocket, US Mobile, and Visible. These are great low-cost options for individuals, and I have reviews for them on my channel. For families, you may want to check out plans from Cricket Wireless, Metro by T-Mobile, and Visible. Their great family discounts bring the cost per line down to around $33 to $25 per month. That said, I understand some people still love their postpaid plans, and that's totally fine. But it brings us to the final part of this video. How do you actually get these trade-in deals from Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile? Before I tell you, I want to tell you about possibly the greatest sponsor integration of all time, Navi. Navi is a free tool that lets you find the best deals on new smartphones. They already have iPhone 13 deals on their site, and you can easily compare the options from Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Apple, and Best Buy. Navi keeps these deals updated so you always know you're looking at the current options. And Navi becomes even more powerful when you tell it what phone you have and who your current carrier is. Navi will show you recommended deals And when you find one you like, such as this deal on the iPhone 13, you can see the options if you were to keep your current carrier or the competing offers if you were to switch carriers. My favorite part is that Navi does the hard work for you and tells you how to qualify for a deal in plain English. You'll also see what plans qualify for the promotion and key details, such as the full retail price of the phone, your trade-in credit, how long the installment plan is, and any one-time fees like down payments and activation charges. Navi is your free tool to navigate the world of cell phone deals. I think you're gonna love it, so check out Navi right now at the link in the video description. And now, here's how you can actually get these iPhone 13 deals. For T-Mobile's deal through Apple and Magenta Max customers only, you need to buy iPhone 13 from Apple, trade in your eligible device, which would be an iPhone 11 or newer, and it must be in good condition. Enter the promo code that Apple will give you during the trade-in process at promotions.tmobile.com, and then you'll get $500 in bill credits over 30 months, plus Apple's trade-in value. And the promo credits should be applied after 2 billing cycles. For T-Mobile's deal through T-Mobile, you need to buy the iPhone 13 from T-Mobile, stay on or switch to Magenta Max, trade in your eligible device, and then you get credit applied over 30 months. And again, these credits should be applied after 2 billing cycles. For Verizon, I believe this is through Verizon or Apple, that was my understanding. You need to buy the iPhone 13, stay on or switch to an eligible plan, and my understanding here is it's Verizon Play More, Do More, or Get More, and then you need to trade in your eligible device. And one thing to note is Verizon will accept damaged devices, which are basically devices that work but have a broken screen. This does not include devices with battery damage or other physical damage, whereas if you go with Apple, the device must be in good condition. Finally, you get your credit applied over 24 months for the iPhone 13 and 30 months for the iPhone 13 Pro. Again, promo credits applied after 2 billing cycles. Finally, we have AT&T. This is a fun one. If you're going through Apple, you need to buy the iPhone 13 from Apple, stay on or switch to an eligible plan, which is actually any unlimited data plan from AT&T, which is awesome. You need to trade in your eligible device in good condition, and then you'll get your credit applied over 36 months, and the promo credits should appear within 3 billing cycles. Finally, as a bonus, for those of you who made it this far in the video, I found another deal on AT&T's website directly. For this one, if you go through AT&T, you buy iPhone 13, you stay on or switch to that eligible plan, and then you trade in your eligible device. And here, you need to use promo code TRADEINOFFER20 during the device trade-in process on AT&T's website, or of course, you can go to an AT&T store directly. And finally, you get your credit applied over 36 months. Lastly, I have 6 pieces of advice to make sure you have the smoothest trade-in experience possible. Number 1 is to do your trade-in in-store, whether it's an Apple store or a carrier store. I've heard stories of people having their devices lost or damaged in the shipping process, so in-store is where it's at. 2, you typically have 14 days after your purchase to do a trade-in with Apple. 3, you typically have about 30 days after your purchase to do a trade-in with the carriers. 4, back up and then erase your phone before you trade it in. Make sure you have all your information safe. 5, I encourage you not to finance a device if you cannot afford to pay it up front. I don't want you going over your budget or potentially putting yourself in a tricky financial situation to get iPhone 13. Instead, you may consider great deals on gently used phones on Swappa. It's a great site, consider checking them out. And lastly, number 6, make sure you subscribe. Click the like button if you found this video helpful and share it with a friend looking to get iPhone 13. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.